My name is Marina Zeely, and the Isaac Watts hymn that I chose was "This is the Day the Lord Hath Made." The lyrics are as follows. This is the day the Lord has made, calls the hours his own. Let heaven rejoice, let earth be glad, and praise surround the throne. Today he rose and left the dead, and Satan's empire fell. Today the saints his triumph spread, and all his wonders tell. Hosanna to the anointed King, to David's holy Son. Help us, O Lord, descend and bring salvation from the throne. Blessed is Jesus Christ, who came with the messages of grace, who came in God the Father's name to save our sinful race. Hosanna, in the highest strains the church on earth can raise. The highest heavens in which he reigns shall give him nobler praise. There are two different recordings of this hymn that I really enjoyed. One is a little bit more traditional of a composition piece, which I'll play right here. As you can see, it's based on regular sheet music or regular hymnal sheet music. But then there is another recording that I very much enjoyed that you can see right here. Some fun facts about my hymn choice is that Isaac Watts first published these in his Psalms of David in 1719. It's a paraphrase of a portion of the 118th Psalm that's done in 5 stanzas and 4 lines and headed Hosanna, the Lord's Day, or Christ's Resurrection and Our Salvation. It's in several collections and usually unaltered and unabbreviated. This was a time in Watts' life that he was already living at Abney Park. Watts also introduced a new way of rendering the Psalms in verse for church services. He proposed that they be adapted for hymns with a specifically Christian perspective. as Watts put in the title of his 1719 metrical psalter, the Psalms should be imitated in the language of the New Testament. Isaac Watts was also a theologian, writing books and essays on these subjects around this time as well. To me, I find both of these pieces to be cheerful and joyful, and the idea behind the joy one has to see another day, specifically. The music depicts a gratitude and gratefulness that takes the listener to a time when human eyes first set sight to the wonderful creations that exist on such a beautiful planet, on such a beautiful day, that one is just in awe of the day that the Lord hath made. Some more fun facts about this hymn is that it's more specifically about the resurrection of Christ. The lyrics suggest heavily that this is the day that Jesus was resurrected, and that he was indeed God's son as well as David's. His resurrection is quoted in the text as the day that he rose and left the dead, and Satan's empire fell today. The saints his triumph spread, and all his wonders tell. The lyrics also state, Jesus Christ, who came to the message of grace, who came in the God of Father's name to save our sinful race. These are very clear indicators, as well as the fact that this is taken from the book of Psalms, that this is a hymn about the resurrection of Christ. I also, in closing, would like to say that there is a huge correlation between the music and the poetry of this hymn in particular. Both art forms as a whole rely on rhythm, meter, and time and repetition to create a sense of structure and flow, and both can be used to tell stories, express emotions, and explore complex themes and ideas. Thank you so much. I'm Marina Zealy, and this has been my hymn, The Day the Lord Hath Made, by Isaac Watts.